Good morning. It's Friday. It is Friday. We made it through the week. And I got a question for you. Have you ever gotten to that place in your life where you don't know what to do? You got goals, you got ambitions, you got, business goals that you want to meet, and you just kind of tapped out. It seems like everything you tried didn't succeed, or, you got some things that you want to try, but you just don't know how it's going to turn out. Well, today I want you to know if you don't know what to do, do something. When my son was young, I used to take him to school, and I would do daily affirmations with my son, uh, because my son, uh, it was my first child, so I wanted to put everything I could into him. Every lesson I learned, everything. So every day before I dropped him off at school, we would do daily affirmations, and one of the affirmations was, "Do your best and let God do the rest." Now, why is that significant? That's significant because when you don't know what to do something. Do your best. Let God do the rest. I was reading the scripture today in Joshua where Moses died, and God told Joshua, for Joshua to take up the reins, right? And God told Joshua, I'm gonna read it. He said, "Every place that the sole of your foot shall tread upon, I have given it unto you." Every place that the sole of your foot shall tread upon. Now, some of us only take one step. God didn't tell Joshua how many steps to take. He told him, "Every place that the sole of your foot shall tread upon, I've given it to you." That means that we should have confidence knowing whatever we do, something good is going to come out of it. I love this scripture. The scripture says, "In all labor there is profit." In all labor there is profit. When you don't know what to do something. Do something. Because in all that you do, there's going to be profit. In all that you do, God has given it to you. You're going to have some form of success. Sometimes it doesn't look like success, but when the children of Israel were walking to the promised land, there were some areas that were desert. It was desert land. It didn't look successful. There was no greenery. It was dust. They were walking through this barren land, so it didn't look successful. In fact, the children of Israel, I'm thinking to myself, man, are you preaching? Okay. But in fact, the children of Israel were so discouraged in where they were, they began to murmur and complain, and that's why they were stuck in the desert for 40 years on what should have been a 3-day journey, because they were focusing on how it looked. It didn't look successful. They're not paying attention to the fact that every time they take a step, every time they take another step, they move forward through to their promised land. This is encouraging to me because, as a business owner, it could get tough. Business owners, if you're an entrepreneur, you know this. You have great months, and then you have desert months. And it's a flow. It's an ebb and flow, just like that. It's like, man, when do I get to the point of just skyrocketing, right? But every step, every desert, every high point is a part of the process to get you to the point where you will experience your great success. And lastly, I just want to talk about the acronym that I have for STEPS. STEPS, S-T-E-P-S. S-T-E-P-S. I believe that taking one step at a time is the key to success. Now, some people will run, some people will walk, but both the runner and the walker have to do the same thing. They have to take one step at a time. And the STEP stands for strategic thinking and execution produces success. Strategic thinking and execution produces success. Now, as a publisher, I say strategic thinking and execution for publishing success. I have two acronyms for it. But when we think strategically, right? Create a plan. I told you before that nobody can stop a man with a plan because nobody has a plan to stop that man. So when we think strategically, what are the things that you can do that are going to move you forward? Don't just do anything, but do things that are strategically in line with your goals and ambitions. And then the most important thing is execute. I have a brother. This brother executes. He does not get caught up on, is it perfect? Is it, is it right? Is it great? He executes and then he mitigates and then he refines. And he gets more done than some people I know who do things only when they're perfect, right? Who only do things when they're perfect. He gets more done because he executes. Execution. Get out there, think strategically, and then execute your plan, and then you will produce success. So, if you don't know what to do, do something. Take steps towards your success. If I can help you, give me a call, 615-44-BOOKS, TrueVinePublishing.org.